right, today we are on the campus of Pomona College. Pomona College was established in 1887, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for Eastland Academy, which was established in 1893. There's a lot of similarities, but also some differences. This is an interesting one. A lot of the addresses to famous television locations are in Hollywood, near studios. This one is sort of in the middle of nowhere. You wonder what made them being the producers of the television show, The Facts of Life, what made them choose this dormitory at Pomona College? And I'm not sure we'll ever know. Now, if you're watching this video, you probably already know what the facts of life are. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. Facts of Life was a spin-off from the TV show Diff'rent Strokes. It aired on NBC from August 1979 to May 1988. 9 long seasons. And the Facts of Life had a lot of different things to it. Season 1, which was the original spin-off from Diff'rent Strokes, in the first episode, the pilot, Gary Coleman, Todd Bridges, Conrad Bain, Dana Plato all appeared. On Diff'rent Strokes, it was said that Dana Plato, Kimberly Drummond, went to the Eastland Academy, grades 9 through 12, although she was not in the Facts of Life spin-off. The main characters were Edna Garrett, Mrs. Garrett to most. You probably remember her saying, "Girls, girls, girls." Not like the Motley Crue song, more like a crazy old lady. She was the house mother in the first season. Later seasons, she became the dietitian also. The head master was played by John Lawler. Stephen Bradley, he didn't last long either. There was also a teacher, Emily Maroney. She also did not last. Actually, I think she only lasted 4 episodes in its entirety. I think she was a little obnoxious. The girls on the first season, Lisa Whelchel, who played Blair, she stayed on the show. Kim Fields, who played Tootie, she stayed on the show. And of course, Mindy Cohn, who played Natalie Green. They stayed on the show. But in that first season, Felice Schachter, I'm going to say that's how you say it, not positive. Listen, we're broadcasting. She played Nancy. And then Julie Piekarski, hope I'm saying that right, she played Sue Ann Weaver. Molly Ringwald, yes, the Molly Ringwald, played Molly. And Julianne Haddock. I don't know how the girls got any sleep around here without a racket. And Julianne Haddock played Cindy. Cindy was a bit of a tomboy. Felice was crazy about her boyfriend all the time. Julie was always in a competition with Blair. In later episodes, starting in the second season, they thought they had too many cast members. They thought it's time to cut some of these people. And it came down to really the original cast, the classic cast, which was Blair, Tootie, Natalie, and then the new character, Joe Polnicek. Now, we've seen the address, and we know it's around here, and we think it's on this block, but so far, I haven't seen anything that looks like it. But we're gonna take a look. Stay tuned. It's sort of fun to walk around. When you watch these TV shows your whole life, you only know the one shot they give you, which is usually a tight, close shot. Now, one of these is Eastland Academy. But so far, I haven't been able to sync it up. We're gonna keep looking until we find it. Now, on the TV show Facts of Life, the building was covered in grass, foliage, ivy. If it's not any of those things, don't bother telling me in the comments. I don't really care. But it's not there anymore. That's the point. So we're looking for something that doesn't have all the greenery. If you're looking online, a lot of times the addresses they give for some of these locations is wrong. And now the one we're going to is 170 Bonita Avenue. And we'll see if that's correct, because I found 2 other addresses that were incorrect. I think I see it. I could be wrong. All right. Again, when you're basing everything off the TV show, you don't have much to go on. I believe it's right here on the left. I believe 170 East Bonita. This is the Eastland Academy. As far as I can tell, the Eastland Academy for the TV show Facts of Life. Harwood Court. And I am willing to bet on it. That's it, right there. Crazy. So when you see the TV show, and obviously the green is all over the building, really you see maybe not like maybe that much. That's all you got to go off of. So you figure in your mind you have a vision of what it would look like. Now I'm showing you the surroundings. Can you picture Joe and Tootie and everyone walking around this campus to go to school? I don't. It's not what I expected. I bet you can hear the theme song in your head right now.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life. There's a time you gotta go and show you grow, and now you know about the facts of life.
I sang it all the way here. The theme song was written by Al Burton, Gloria Loring, and Alan Thicke. Alan Thicke of Growing Pains fame. He was married to Gloria Loring at the time. They also wrote and sang on the Diff'rent Strokes theme, so it makes sense that they would be involved with the spin-off. Now, the theme song changed as the show went on. So different casts from the first season, different theme song. The theme song in the first season was the one that goes, "There's a place you gotta go for learning all you ought to know about the facts of life." That's the version, and Charlotte Rae sings on it, and it's a longer version, more lyrics.
There's a place you gotta go for learning all you ought to know about the facts of life.
Now, I can't show the whole song due to copyright, but here are some shots that were obviously filmed on campus, and you can see it's proof that the girls did go to this exterior location. In later seasons, they went to the famous, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. I think that's the one that everyone knows. For a little while, I think season 2 on, they would play the new theme song, and then the old one would go in the end credits, but that quickly dissolved. A couple interesting things while I'm standing here. Usually, this is just an exterior shot. On a TV show, you would just go get a shot of the school, and then you use it as needed. But in season 1, you do see 4 girls in their Eastland uniforms come down these stairs right here. And we'll put a picture of that so you can actually see it happening. They're in their uniform, they come down. Now, it's hard to tell which 4 it is. There's 8 or 9 girls in the first season. Maybe they just had some other girls put on the uniforms. Although I think it might be some actual cast members. But so that is seen. Now, the school is seen on the show from time to time. Sometimes you need a cutaway coming back from a commercial. Show the school. It's a good cutaway. Now again, Facts of Life, spin-off from Diff'rent Strokes, and ran on the NBC television network from August 1979 to May 1988. And that would be 9 seasons. A long time to be on television. Most of the cast stayed the same from seasons 2 until 8. The final season, Cloris Leachman replaced Charlotte Rae, who was getting tired. She thought there was nothing else she could do with the character. I was fortunate to meet Charlotte Rae, Mrs. Garrett, before she passed. For some of you, I'm hoping this is bringing back a lot of television memories. The whole reason I've been doing this series, going to locations of famous TV shows, is to bring back those memories. So it's a lost time. It sounds dramatic and crazy, but it is definitely true. And so while the Eastland Academy dormitory was filmed here at Pomona College, Harwood Court Residence Hall, the TV show itself was filmed on 3 different sound stages: Metro Media Square, Universal Studios, and then finally the final seasons at Sunset Gower Studios. So remember, we're just looking at an exterior, nothing from the TV show, other than the credits and those cutaway scenes was filmed here. First season, as I said, the girls come down these stairs right here. In the next seasons, the logo would spin out instead. Now this pole must have been a late addition because it's interfering with our shot. I've said that if I was part of this school, if I was the dean, if you will, I would put the green back up, put the branches and the ivy and the foliage up, and I would name this, I'd get rid of the Harwood Court. I'm sure Harwood was a nice guy, but I would get rid of it and I would call this Eastland. And then I would go into the bookshop and I would sell all Eastland Academy merchandise. But I have been brought to my senses by people saying no one would probably even know what any of this means. This exterior of the Eastland Academy was used in seasons 1 through 4. And then it was used in the first 2 episodes of season 5, but it went away for a while. If you remember, Mrs. Garrett got involved in all kinds of other businesses. Edna's Edibles, and then imagine they had Edna's Edibles now. I bet you it'd be a whole different thing. And then after that, they had the, the party and novelty shop in the final seasons. George Clooney was on the show at that point, fresh off his big success in Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, or the second one. People didn't know that for you trivia buffs. Anyway, so first 4 seasons filmed here, first 2 episodes of season 5, and in the end of season 9, the final season, the last 2 episodes go back to these shots. The idea was that they would make a spin-off where Blair Warner would become the head mistress, and they was going to have a bunch of famous kids, including Juliette Lewis, who were going to be the new cast. The reboot never took off. The show would have continued after season 9, but Nancy McKeon and Mindy Cohen, Joe and Natalie respectively, didn't want to continue with the show. I don't know, I would have stayed on as long as possible, but they didn't want to continue, and that meant the end of the run. The spinoff never happened. And again, the Eastland Academy, this was for grades 9 through 12, established in 1893. Now that's all fictional, but sounds cooler than Pomona College. You know, I want to ask all the students who go in, do you know that you live in the Facts of Life school? But they're probably so young that even their parents might not remember the Facts of Life, which makes me feel like I'm 1,000 years old. I loved staying home from school sick, and then watching game shows and reruns of the Facts of Life. I want to mention that Harwood Court didn't only double as Eastland Academy on the Facts of Life, but they also filmed Teen Wolf 2 here. Teen Wolf 2 starring Jason Bateman, and a funny comedy called Real Genius with Val Kilmer. It was also filmed here at Harwood Court at Pomona College, so maybe they had some connection for renting out for filming movies. Anyway, little facts that I thought you'd like to know. And before I leave Harwood Court, aka Eastland Academy, I do want to point out that it's nothing what I expected. If I didn't match up the photos and see information, I never would have guessed this was it. Also, would have never been here. Why would I ever come to Pomona College? All my life I thought it was Peekskill, New York. Peekskill, New York was where Eastland Academy was supposed to be. And this is not anything like what I pictured, but it's fun. It's exciting to be here. A lot of people might be thinking I'm crazy. I'm crazy to see a college, a fictional college, even that. Well, no, not a college, on the TV show, grades 9 through 12. But I'm so glad I came here, and I'm so glad that you guys can join me. I'm hoping you enjoy this series of famous television locations. If you are, let me know in the comments. Let me know which famous TV show locations you want to see. Maybe I'll go and check it out. And until then, remember, you take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the Facts of Life. See you in the next video. This is season 1. I feel like Mrs. Garrett's right behind me. Hard to believe I'm on a pilgrimage to see the Facts of Life Eastland Academy.